My name is Yusuf Marciano, and today I will be explaining Ohm's law. Ohm's law consists of three variables, V, I, and R, which stands for voltage, current, and resistance. The equation for this law is V equals I times R, which can be altered to I equals V over R, and R equals V over I. Voltage is the electric potential. It is not potential energy, rather it's the potential energy per unit charge. The units for voltage is volts. Current is how much charge is flowing past a point in a circuit in the unit of time. The unit for current is amps. How much charge is being disrupted is the resistance, and the units for resistance is omega. Now we know the basics of Ohm's law. We can now do a practice problem together. This problem shows that we have 120 volts, 100 ohm resistor in series with 3 resistors in parallel. One of them is 55 ohms, then the other is 35, and then lastly is 95. And we are trying to figure out what the current is in this circuit. So A, we're trying to figure out A, which stands for amps. First, I would start figuring out what the overall resistance of those 3 parallel resistors, which is done by using this formula. So R equals 1 over these 3, so 1 over 55 plus 1 over 35 plus 1 over 95. This will give you a total of 17.54 ohms. Alright, so these together is equivalent to 17.54 ohms. Now we know this, we can now add the other resistor, which with the resistance of 100 ohms to the 17.54, giving us a total resistance of 117.54 ohms. Alright, after figuring that out, we can now use the formula I equals V over R to determine the current in this circuit. So it would be I equals V, which is 120, over R, which we figured out to be 117.54, to give us the current of 1.02 amps. So that is amps. Now we know the current, we can determine the voltage drop across each resistor through using the formula V equals IR. So we're going to use this formula to determine the voltage drop across each resistor, and we're just going to determine it. We're going to consider this as 1, so we're going to consider all of this is going to be 17.54. So we're going to do V equals, so for this one it will be 102 volts, and for 17.54 ohms it's going to be 18 volts. And that's how you figure this problem out. Thank you and have a wonderful day.